Hello everybody, Esri Rozier here. So our offensive coordinator, Shane Steichen, today he announced that he would be the primary play caller for the 2022 season. Now I do remember Nick Sirianni, how he previously said that him and Steichen shared play calling duties during the 2021 season. They were effectively co-play callers. And you know what? Shane Steichen calling plays, that's fine. That's okay with me. As long as he doesn't take 8 weeks to figure out our offensive identity again, as long as it doesn't take him 8 weeks to learn how to run the ball again, then I'm fine. Because I cannot fully express how bad our offense was early on last season. All we did were screen passes and these stupid little dump-off passes to the running back. It was horrible. Every single yard was a struggle to gain. And that's what made it so hard to judge Jalen Hurts last year. It was extremely difficult for me to evaluate Jalen Hurts because you had an offensive coordinator and a head coach who were not putting him in a position to succeed because we weren't running the ball. We were running the ball so bad in those first 8 weeks. It's crazy. So the first week of the season against the Atlanta Falcons, the offense looked incredible. It was balanced. We didn't run too much. We didn't pass too much. It was a balanced offense. It was perfect. But then the next 6 games, starting with that 49ers game and lasting all the way into the Raiders game, we were not running the ball well at all. 3 carries during the entire game when we played the Dallas Cowboys in week 3 on Monday Night Football. Miles Sanders, he had 7 carries against the Kansas City Chiefs, a team that was ranked last at stopping the run. A team that was last at stopping the run, and we gave Sanders just 7 carries that entire game. That's horrible. It is horrible. And like the Panthers game, we won that game, but the offense, it looked terrible. We were saved by the defense. Darius Slay had 2 interceptions. I think Steven Nelson had 1 interception and a blocked punt. The offense was terrible in that game. The offense early on, the first half of the 2021 season was abysmal. And what made it even worse was that we kept losing touchdowns due to penalties. I have never seen a team lose so many touchdowns due to penalties in my entire life like the Eagles did early on last season. We lost a touchdown against the 49ers when Rager, he stepped out of bounds or something in the end zone. And then the Kansas City Chiefs game, we lost 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns lost in that one game. I think there was a penalty called against Andre Dillard. There was a penalty called against J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, which was a terrible call. That was a terrible penalty against Arcega-Whiteside. And there was a penalty, another touchdown that got removed. Devontae Smith stepped out of bounds, just like what happened with Rager against the 49ers. That touchdown came off the board. That was 3 touchdowns that were removed due to penalties. I was watching that game in Atlanta at an Eagles bar. I think it was called Rocky Mountain Pizza. I was so pissed. I broke my phone during that game. It was horrible. So this offense, as long as we don't repeat the same mistakes that we did last year, we're fine. I'm not sure who gets more blame for those early struggles with the 2021 play calling, because Nick Sirianni, he did say that they split the play calling duties. And I do remember how when we first hired Shane Steichen, some Chargers fans were saying, yo, Eagles fans, get ready to run a lot of screens. I'm not sure who's more at fault there, but all I know is that I can't see that again. I cannot see us running the ball just 3 times an entire game. I cannot see us just giving Miles Sanders 7 carries for 1 game. That's not going to work. I feel like if we ran the ball as well as we did later on during the season, we could have had like maybe 2-3 more wins. So, all right. So I said it before, the Atlanta Falcons game, perfect offense. It was balanced. We threw as much as we had to. We passed as much as we had to. We ran the ball as much as we had to. It was perfect. But then the next 6 games, the 49ers, the Cowboys, the Chiefs, the Panthers, the Buccaneers, and the Raiders. Those games, our offense was terrible. It wasn't until week 8 against the Detroit Lions that we finally ran the ball like we were supposed to be doing. It wasn't until week 8. Week 8. That is 8 weeks into the season. Do you know how much time we wasted? If we had ran the ball more, we could have won that game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Like I said, they were the last ranked team at stopping the run. They were ranked last, and we did not take advantage of that, which was really frustrating because Andy Reid, his second return to Philadelphia, he returned to Philly back in 2013, and then he beats us again. He goes 3-0 against the Eagles at this point. It's just, I can't have that happen again. We got to learn from our mistakes. We got to move forward. And luckily the Eagles, they did improve at keeping their touchdowns on the board, because later on during the season, I didn't see us lose that many touchdowns due to penalties. We did lose a touchdown against the New York Giants that first game because Boston Scott scored, but then that guy Nate Herbig, he got called for a holding penalty. It was the second one on that drive, and that wiped a touchdown off the board. But we got better is what I'm saying. The first few weeks, we kept losing touchdowns, but then we got better, so that's good. So Shane Steichen, keep running the ball and take care of everybody, and go Birds.